What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to another video with your boy KO. So this is the video a lot of people have been wanting. So in this video I'm gonna do 90-day review, and I'm going to do my likes and dislikes. I think that's it. Oh, and my frequently asked questions as well. So putting all that in one video. So first things first, for my new people who don't know me, I am Kendall. That is my actual name, Kendall. People call me KO because of my channel name, but KO is just my initials for my first and last name, but my real name is Kendall. So there's that, because I remember I called somebody, he was like, I told him, I was like, yo, this Kendall. He was like, Kendall. I was like, KO. He knew who I was then. But hey, but anyway, like I was saying, for my new people who don't know who I am, I'm Kendall. I've been driving for 10.5 years. So I'm not new to trucking. I'm new to a little new to open deck, but I've been doing open deck now for about a year and a half now. About a little over a year and a half, somewhere around there. So I got experience. I've done driving, I've done refrigerated, I was local doing food service, I was local driving a Moffett, unloading flatbed trailers. So I got experience in a lot of different things. I was a trainer for 3 years at Prime. Then I got my own truck. Well, I went the SFI route, got a truck, did that for like a little less than a year. Then I bought Big Red, this truck y'all see behind me, and I've had this truck for a little over 2 years, and we got 10 payments left, or 9 payments, something like that, 9 or 10 payments left. So yeah, so that's a quick introduction of who I am, man, for my new people that don't know who I am. All my old people, hey, salute y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. But let's get into it, man. A question I get asked a lot. We're gonna start with the frequently asked questions. So first question, what is my fixed cost / variable cost? So fixed cost is fuel, obviously. Well, that's not even a fixed cost, that's a variable cost. Fuel. My escrow is a fixed cost. Let me pull that up. I'm gonna pull that up now so I could get y'all that. All right, so escrow is the first one. Escrow is $66.67. So that is the first one, and they only take that out till you hit 1,000 unless you want it to be more. So insurance is $31.62. This is weekly, by the way. So that's for insurance. The liability, the license fee is $3.69. So that's for the license fee. And then 2025 permits is $11.11. And then your 10-month plate, which my plate, remember my plate came later, it's $80.56. So the plate is $14.50, I guess, for the whole year, and then it goes down like a they take out the payments until it's paid off, obviously. And then I think that is it. Let me see what else is on here. Gross. Step deck. Oh, my trailer rental is $195 for a step deck. So if you're doing drive-in or anything, obviously it's going to be cheaper. I don't remember what those prices were. They send it to me. I don't have it right now. Well, I do have it, but to go look it up, if anything, I'll pop them on the screen right here, the different rates for the trailers, because I think they sent it to me when I started. And then my NTP warranty is $75.47 a week, and where's the other one? $123. Is that the other one? No. That's a lie. $75 and $12. So $87 is what I pay. Well, let's round it up. $88 is what I pay for NTP every week. So those are my fixed costs that come out every single week. Obviously you got variable as far as like fuel and stuff like that, because every week that would not be the same. But that is the fixed cost. I mean, you may have some different costs depending on what you do. I don't know exactly, but that is for mine, and I am step deck. All right, next one. What percentage does open deck pay? I get asked that all the time. I do not get paid 65%, so people be trying to do math in the comments and all this and that and the third. As a open deck driver, you get paid 73%. As a dry van driver, you get paid 65%. There's your difference. There is your difference. We do not get paid the same. Obviously, if you got your own trailer, you get paid more. I don't know what those prices are. I don't know what those numbers are. And I don't know if like once you go up in class as far as like different levels and higher, like heavy haul and all that stuff, it may pay different. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know that information as of yet, but if anybody wants to know that information, comment down below or just hit me up and I will get you the answer to that. Another question. Next question. Do you need your own authority to run power only at Landstar? No, you do not. If you work at Landstar, you can run power only loads under Landstar's authority. They do have power only loads on the board. As you see, my first ever load that I pulled for Landstar was a power only load. So those are options. And then the loads I did after that for like a whole week, those are power only loads as well. So yes, you can pull them, and no, you do not need your own authority to pull power only loads at Landstar. All right, next question. Does Landstar require a headache rack? That's what I get. That's a lot of people have asked me that. No, they do not. They do not require you to have a headache rack to do platform, at least step deck and flatbed. I don't know once you get into the higher stuff, I don't know if that changes, but no, you do not need. A lot of these drivers I've seen, they do not have headache racks. I didn't have one when I first started on step deck. I got one. It's for me, the main reason I got one is because I ain't got nowhere to put all this stuff. Having all that stuff in my truck was a headache. So for me, it was just easier for me to have a headache rack and put everything in it. But like if this was my own trailer, honestly, I probably would have never bought a headache rack, to be honest. Or I would have just bought one of them headache racks, like the cheaper ones, and just put it there and not had anything on it or barely anything on it. Because once I get my own trailer, I'd rather just have the toolboxes and put everything, because it's a lot easier. If you got these heavy chains, instead of having to pick the chains up and put them up there, if you got your own box on the side, you can just take the chain off the load and put them down there. You feel me? So that's a lot easier than putting all that stuff up here. Even binders, all that stuff. It's a lot easier to have to just put it in your side box versus picking it up, bringing it down, picking it up. You get me? So, but you do not, they don't require one, at least for flatbed and step deck. Next question, let me see. Is there more loads on flatbed over step deck? Yes. And this is why. There's a balance. I mean, you could pull both, obviously. You could put a flatbed load on a step deck depending on what it is. The problem with Landstar's step deck, they are 51 feet. A regular step deck is 53 feet. Here's the problem. A regular 53-foot step deck has a 48 bottom deck. Landstar trailer does not. It has a 41-foot bottom deck and a 10-foot top deck. So a lot of flatbed loads are either 48 feet or they're 53 feet if it's all one piece. Now if it's pallets and they need to be put on a 48-foot trailer, then obviously you can put some up here and some down here. You've seen me do that. But if it is all one piece, obviously you can't do it, because these trailers, they don't have levelers, so we ain't got levelers on these trailers. So that's the downside. So if I had a regular step deck, I can book a 48-foot flatbed load because I would have a 48-foot bottom deck. Unfortunately, you don't have that with these trailers. So that is why I say, but if you have your own trailer, like if you have your own 53-foot step deck, then you're good, because obviously you can pull those 48-foot flatbed loads that I can't. So you know, it just depends on your equipment, for real. The plus side to these trailers though, they do have container locks. That is a plus, because a lot of times instead of me having to go throw chains or throw straps across a load, they can sit those containers right on the container locks. I'll lock it, and I'm in the wind. You feel me? So that saves you a lot of time. So that is a plus side. But pretty much other than that, that's really it. Yeah, that's really it. Oh no, they do have the chains that lift up out the trailer. So those are clutch too. Those come in handy a lot of times. So I mean, they have pluses, but they also have negatives to these trailers. But if you got a flatbed, then obviously you can pull whatever. Step deck, the plus side too is this is for step deck mainly for like specialized freight. Realistically, that's what the trailer is built for. Taller equipment. It don't necessarily mean heavy, but taller equipment that you can't put on a flatbed. So that's really it. But that sums it up. Let's see. Who do I have for truck insurance? I use 10-4. That is who I use. I was recommended for 10-4 by Fidel. That is who I went with. Landstar will offer you insurance through the company that they use, so you can go either or. It's up to you. I heard that the other one costs more. I don't know. I never talked to the people, so I really don't know. So, but when I talked to 10-4, it was, I think I paid $215 a month or something like that. It's $215. I think it's $215 a month. So, hey, I went with it. So I mean, you can have your own. It's really up to you. But if y'all do need truck insurance, or y'all come to Landstar and y'all need insurance, holla at my girl Jessica Rush. I will, well, actually her info is in the link of all my videos. You can contact her. She'll get you a quote, and then y'all can go from there. Super cool people to work with. So there you go. And that's NTP for anybody. I'll still pop it up on the screen, her information, and y'all can give her a call, man. Next question. Did I get NTP? I guess I kind of answered that already because I told y'all how much I paid for NTP. Yes, I did get NTP. I've heard mixed things about NTP. Not gonna lie to y'all. I've heard some people say NTP is trash. I've heard some people say NTP is great. I don't know. Most of the people I do know, they experience, from what I've heard or what I've seen, has not been that great. But for my personal experience, I haven't used them yet, so I don't know. So I can't give my honest opinion on NTP as of yet until I use them. But I've heard mixed reviews, so it's really up to you. But NTP will cover you up to 1,000,000 miles, so that is, I mean, it gives you a peace of mind. It covers, you can get everything covered depending on the package that you pick. The package I picked covers everything: motor, transmission. I picked the comfort package, so it covers DEF, it covers the AC stuff. But if it's something simple, to me personally, if I can fix it myself, I'm gonna save myself the time. Like y'all seen, I changed the water pump out myself. That cost me an hour and a half of time and probably like 6 or 7, however much dollars in labor to just do it myself. So if it's something I can do myself, I'm gonna do myself. But once it comes to like the bigger items or the more expensive, higher ticket items, that would be something I would use NTP for. And with them, you have to make sure you go to shops that are affiliated with them. That's how you get the best deals from my understanding. Next question: do you need flatbed experience? No and yes. So you could come to okay, so let me put it like this. You can come to Landstar with 1 year of experience on drive-in, and then you can switch to flatbed. So you don't have to have flatbed. But if you want to come and get put straight on flatbed or open deck, you have to have 1 year of flatbed experience, open deck experience. So that's why I say yes and no, because you can come here and then switch, but you're gonna have to go do the class, the securement class, and all that stuff. So I didn't have to, because when I got here, I was a little over a year, maybe like a year and 2 months. So me personally, I didn't have to do the securement class. I was able to hop right into getting the step deck and all that stuff. So, but you can come to Landstar and switch if you would like. So next question: how many levels of open deck? I am a SD2, which is step deck 2. How the levels work: this is what I was told, SD1. That's when you first come in, when you first start. You are SD1 for 6 months. Then you go up to SD2. SD2, you are SD2 for 6 months as well, but you must do 5 oversized loads in SD2. You can only haul up to 10 wide. With the exception, you can call to get loads that are a little bit bigger. I don't know how far that exception go. I hauled a 10-6 load 3 times and Landstar approved it, even though I'm only supposed to haul 10 wide. So it really just depends. But you do that for 6 months. After 6 months, you go up to an SD3. SD3, you're allowed to haul 12 wide. With that exception, you might be able to haul a little more. Depends on, you know what I'm saying? But you have to be an SD3 for 6 months as well. And then after that, you go to SD4. I'll be SD3 in December, by the way. Oh, you gotta do 5 loads on SD3 as well to class up in 6 months. And then you go to SD4, where you are allowed to haul 14 wide. With that, you can haul 14 wide. Never understand when people pull a nose in, whatever. You're allowed to haul 14 wide. But you have to be an SD4 for a whole year before you can go up to an SD5. You gotta do 5 loads as well. It's always 5 loads. 5 loads or more. You don't have to stop at 5. You can do more. You know what I'm saying? The more experience, the better. So yeah, there's that. Also, what comes with, I mean, you can go to that's SD4 and then you can go up to SD5. And then after SD5, I think from what I heard, you can go to heavy haul from SD4. I'm not 100%. This is stuff I be hearing. I never asked the heavy haul department because I'm nowhere near that yet. So I'll find out more of that information when I get to that level, higher up in those levels. But as far as like, I get access as well. Permits, who pays for permits? So up front, you won't, like when you call the permits department, order your permits, you're not gonna be like, oh, here's my card number, take it. They take it from the load. So that's how that works. They take it out the load. Permits are normally like $20 a permit. So that's how that goes. I don't know how the escort part works. Obviously I haven't gotten into that part yet, but once I get to the escort part, you know, of course y'all know, I'm gonna update y'all and let y'all know. But that's the different levels. So there's 5 different levels of flatbed and step deck. So you could be flatbed 1 all the way up to 5, or SD1 all the way up to 5. They're both the same. It doesn't change. So there's that. Next question, is there PC? You know, everybody loves some PC now. Yes, Landstar does have PC. You're allowed 2 hours of PC a day. You abuse it, you lose it. That's how it goes. And Landstar strict on that thing. So that's why you don't really hear me PCing like that, because they strict and I ain't trying to lose my PC. Because, you know, normally if I PC, it's normally because I normally go food shopping on the weekends, or I will food shopping to get groceries, or I go to the gym. That's mainly the main reason that I would use PC. But other than that, nah, I don't really PC. I'm not trying to lose it either. So there's that. But yes, you are allowed 2 hours a day. And when it comes to PC, everybody knows there's 1,000,006 different ways of how PC can be used. So that's on you. I'm not gonna say how you should use it or not use it, but everybody be wanting to know. Next question, can you do reefer? I get asked that a lot. Yes, you can do reefer at Landstar. You either A, have your own trailer, or you pull for B, or you pull for an agent that has reefer trailers. That's how that goes. So Landstar does not provide those trailers for you. To my knowledge, they have the heavy haul trailers, they have dry vans, they have flatbed step decks, and I believe that is it. I'm not sure. They might have, I don't know how, I know they have hot shots and all that stuff, but I don't know if you gotta have your own equipment as far as that goes, because I personally don't do that. So but that is something you can ask a recruiter or something, and they can probably let you know. So make sure y'all do that. Next question, how is the fuel discount? Honestly, I will compare Landstar discount. I don't know which one better. It's between them and Prime though. From my experience, I ain't worked everywhere. But Prime had a great discount, fuel discount. I ain't gonna lie to you at all. Prime discount was amazing. Landstar discount is, I've gotten $1.50. I mean, if you watch the videos, you've seen the prices. I'll tell y'all what the pump price is, and I'll tell y'all what we get it for. So you can do the math yourself and see. A lot of times, pretty much most of the time, it's always $1, at least $1 off the pump price. And there's times where it's $1.50, $1.40, like, so yeah, it's a great discount over here at Landstar. I give them that. So I mean, I did hear Landstar had a good discount, and they're not lying about that at all. Let me see what's next. Oh yeah, with other discounts. They do have a tire discount. I have used that. I don't know what the original price of those tires was, so I can't even tell y'all how much the discount was, but I did get 2 drive tires when I first started. I know I paid like $1,000 for those 2 tires, but of course that's brand new tires and they're name brand tires. There wasn't no cheap, you know, BS. Nah, I got some good tires, so that aspect is good as well. Next question. Do we get paid after each load? We don't technically get paid after each load like Mercer. Mercer get paid after each load. Landstar does not. How Landstar does it is, once you book a load, you get 30% of the line haul. 30% of the line haul comes to you on your fuel card, plus 100% of accessorials and fuel surcharge. So whatever your fuel surcharge is, you'll get that on the fuel card as well, and your accessorials, you'll get that as well. So accessorials is tarp pay, is what else they pay you for? Tarp pay, multi-stops, stuff like that. That's what accessorials consist of. So like for me, they put it, my permits, they put that under accessorials sometimes. It just depends on the agent that you're working with. So yeah, there's that. It's not bad. So let's see, I think that covers all of the questions. Y'all have any other questions, man? Y'all know, just comment down below. I answer pretty much most comments. I do respond to all my comments. Unless you're saying something crazy, then I'm not gonna entertain it. But for the most part, I do respond to every comment. Or if you want to email me, I respond to all my emails. It might take me a day or two, so don't be like, dang, he ignored me. I'm not. I'm one person. I drive, I secure loads, I record. I'm one person. I'm gonna get to you. I promise you, I'm gonna get to you. So now we're just gonna go over my 90-day review, because I've been here for 90 days now. So 90 days went quick, man. I ain't gonna lie. So we're gonna talk about my likes and dislikes. We'll start with dislikes. First thing y'all know I don't like is that I got charged for them freaking tires that blew on that chassis. I just don't feel like I should be getting charged for a chassis that goes through a million places, and I got it with brand new freaking tires on it. I can't help that a tire blew. So me getting charged, what was it, $893 for 2 tires that out of my control? Whatever. So that was a big dislike, man. That was a dislike that I did not like. So that probably steered me away from doing them power only loads with containers and stuff like that, because I don't feel like I should be responsible for that. But it is what it is, man. It happened. It's in the past now. Also, sitting duck policy. And this is why I get why Landstar has a sitting duck policy. For people who don't know what sitting duck policy is, sitting duck is parking on the on-ramp, off-ramp, parking on the side of the road. That is sitting duck policy. At Landstar, if you are caught doing that, you will get fired. So the problem that comes with that is, like I said, I know why they do it. You know, safety, cool, understood. The downside to it is, sometimes as a truck driver, you are in areas where there is absolutely nowhere to park. And that is when that policy makes it so difficult, because it's like, what am I gonna do? So that's why I recommend having a gym membership or knowing the areas. Me, I've had to shut down earlier now because I don't know these areas like that, and there ain't no gym or nothing in the area. So I'm like, instead of risking it, I'm just gonna go ahead and park early, and we'll just wake up early and do it. That's what I've been doing here, because you know, you might not find no parking, and yeah, now you can't park on side roads, so you got to figure something out. So yeah, that's the downside, but it is what it is. Like, some people don't like parking on on-ramp, off-ramp. I personally don't mind it. I don't like parking on a off-ramp. On-ramp, cool. Off-ramp, people be flying off that. Yeah, no. On-ramp, I'm more. That's more my speed. Yard move. So for me, the yard move, I've been here for 3 months. Let me tell y'all how many times I've used yard move. Once, one time. And that was when I was running the port out there in Savannah. That is the only port, that is the only place that my yard move has worked. It has not worked anywhere. Anywhere else I go, I rob to the shipper, it don't work. It's geo-locked, so I don't know if Landstar doesn't have these places. I was told that there's an email or something. You have to email Landstar for them to add these places or something. So if anybody knows this email, please send an email to me and let me know, because I send them every place I go to. I'll be sending them the address, because it never works, and it's geo-locked, so you can only use it at a shipper receiver, and that is it. So that part I don't like. So yeah, there's that. Next thing, yard move agents. I just had this happen a couple days ago. Last week, Thursday. I feel like agents should be charged for canceling loads with a less than a 24-hour notice. That just happened to me. My load was supposed to pick up at 1 p.m. the next day. The agent let me know at 3:30 the day before. That's less than 24 hours. So I feel like y'all like to penalize the drivers for not communicating for loads less than 24 hours. So I feel like it should go both ways. It should be equal opportunity, like, because now I'm in the rush trying to find something to, you know, make up for the loads I just lost. It's Thursday and my load picks up on Friday. Now I'm trying to find something at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like it should just go both ways, man. That's just my opinion. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'm new, so I don't know. Maybe some of my Landstar people can let me know. Do agents get charged for canceling loads less than 24 hours? I doubt it, but let me know if that's a thing, because if so, I need my money on it. You feel me? So we're gonna get to the likes. That's all this like. I don't really have too much to complain about besides the trailer, but I already talked to y'all about that. My likes. I do like when you start, you get to pick your settlement date, the day that your loads have to be turned in. I like that. When you go to orientation, they're gonna pick a settlement day for you, but you can change it. You can just call in and get it changed. Mine originally was Thursday, and I would have got paid on Mondays. I didn't like that. Nah, cause you closing out on Thursday, so you still got till Friday noon to get loads in, but then all weekend you get paid on Monday. I guess, nah, I wasn't rocking with it. So I asked for Monday. So my pay period, my cutoff is Monday. So I have to send all my loads in on Monday, but they give you till 12 Tuesday, and then I get paid on Wednesday. So if your settlement day is Monday, you get paid Wednesday. Settlement day Tuesday, you get paid Thursday. Wednesday, get paid Friday, and so on and so forth. That's how it works. So I do like that they let you pick that. Like, that's pretty clutch. So if something works better for you, then hey, you pick what you like, you know. Next thing, the 30% pay up front. That is very clutch. That is clutch. Yes, it's for fuel, but most of the time, obviously, you're not using all that on fuel. I mean, unless you just one of them speed demons out here, then yeah, you probably running through that fuel. But a lot of times, the 30% plus the fuel is more than enough. Like, so how I do it is, all my money that goes on my card for the week, I let it stay there till Thursday. Thursday before 2 o'clock, I take all the money off my fuel card and I send it to my bank account. I normally leave like 3, it depends on how much it is. I normally like 250, 300, and I've already then filled up for the weekend that Thursday, and then I'll just have extra money in case, you know, anything could happen. So just to have extra money on my fuel card. So that's how I do it. But yeah, that 30% comes in pretty clutch. And I mean, you can transfer it. Like, let's say for instance, you get that 30% and it's $1,000, and on this load you only use, let's say, 400 bucks. Now you got $600. You can transfer it to your bank account right then, or you can leave the money on there. It's up to you. I mean, you don't even have to take the full amount and transfer it to your card at all. You can leave it and get it put on your paycheck. It's up to you, however you want it to go. Next thing, my likes, I already mentioned it, the tire discount and the fuel discount. I like that. So, you know, saving fuel is one of our biggest expense out here. So to be able to save a lot of money, I think I should one day, I'm gonna calculate that, how much money I save for the whole week. Yeah, I think one of these days I'm gonna do that to show, like, I'm gonna start incorporating that in my video, like how much I save for a whole week using their discount versus what the pump price is. I might do that. Let me know if y'all would be interested in seeing that. And then the last thing and the biggest thing, building relationships with agents. It's one of the biggest. Do you have to do that here? No. 95% of the loads I booked here have came off the load board. If you've seen me, yes, I have come in contact with some agents and worked with them on multiple loads, because that load I did from Alachua to Jacksonville, that OD load, I called her for one load. One load ended up with 4. That's a nice speeder boat. One load ended me up with 4 loads from the same lady. I mean, I called for 2 loads. And then I end up getting 4 loads out of that. So, you know, dealing with these agents, a lot of them, they will call you. Like, if they have loads, they gonna call you and let you know, hey, I got XYZ. Some of them, I ain't gonna say all of them, but if they remember you and you did good work for them, yeah, they gonna hit you up. I've had agents that hit me up. So if you want to build those connections and those relationships, man, so then you don't even have to rely on a load board. Of course, a lot of the older drivers that's been here, a lot of them, they don't run off the load board at all. So I mean, you got nice people here too, as far as, like, I mean, I've come in contact with some good drivers since I've been in here that they real helpful, man. Like, I told y'all that old school told me that once I get into the bigger stuff, he gave me his number, told me to call him directly, and he will mentor me on how to do these bigger loads. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, like, hospitality has been great for me at Landstar. I know some people say, I mean, there is some people that you come across and they gatekeep like no tomorrow. They not telling you nothing. But that's a lot of the old people. But I just look at it as, man, there's so many loads out here and so much money out here. You can't get all the loads, so what am I gatekeep for? So that's just me personally. That's my thought on it. But so far, my experience at Landstar, it has been good. It has been good. We're coming up on next month. We'll make 4 months that I've been here. So we're coming up on that 120 day where I have to do my inspection on the truck. So, oh yeah, for people that want to know, how often do you have to do an inspection on your truck? 120 days. Every 120 days you have to do an inspection on your truck. But anyway, y'all, man, that wraps up this video, man. I wanted to get that out because I've been telling y'all I'm gonna make y'all this video for forever, and I got parked pretty early. It's only 3 o'clock right now, so I'm like, let me go ahead and do it now. And I parked all the way in the back of the truck stop, so ain't nobody next to me. I mean, it's people pulling up and stuff. But anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all for watching. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on my post notification. If you want to become a member, the link is in the description. Become the member, join the fam. Also, y'all need truck insurance. I already plugged the one. Hit up Jessica Rush, man. Let her know KO sent you. Then just like that, y'all, 90-day review. Frequently asked questions. Like I said, if y'all ever have any other questions, email me. Don't write emails in the comments. YouTube will take it out. So my email's in all the descriptions. Just go to my description, hit my email me, and I got you. Ask whatever questions, or you can ask it in the comments, man. It's up to you, man. Or if you need to call, hit me in the email and I'll get you, send me your number, I'll call you. I got you. You'll be locked in from there, because once you get my number, you got it. It is what it is. So, but anyway, y'all, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.